Hello everyone, I'm Lorcana, and today we're going to be playing some more Pixelborn. What I've got for you today is the new Emerald Steel deck featuring the brand new Diablo Devoted Herald. This card is crazy powerful. Getting it out on turn 2 and questing with it just means you start drawing an extra card. As soon as turn 2, this was already a great deck, and getting this Diablo and a Diablo that shifts to go with the Buckey, it's just made this deck nigh unbeatable. But we're going to give it a play. We're going to be on the side of it this time, and I'll see you for round 1. Here we are for round 1, playing against my baby, Amber Ruby. We'll see if we can win on the dark side this time. Let's look at this hand. It has a Diablo, a Beast, Robin Hood, a Morph. So we do have one way to get one of these characters out early. And a Buckey. So I think I'm going to send back the Tinkerbell and the Robin Hood and use Morph for Beast. We get another Diablo and another Beast. Well, we'll ink one of the beasts and pass. See what my opponent has. They ink a Maui and pass. Okay, that makes sense. That deck doesn't play a lot of 1-drops. Here we're going to ink another beast and play Morph. We're just going to try and get out this beast as soon as possible. They ink a Sisu and play Mother Gothel. Do we want Robin Hood or Beast? We probably want Beast. So I will ink Robin Hood and play out Beast. And pass the turn. They can draw some cards with Julietta this turn, but that's not going to keep up with our card draw engine of Beast. Ooh, they're playing Brawl. Interesting. And just in time. Okay, this is an interesting build. Maybe they're not even on Mufasa. Just Ruby Amber mid-range. Okay, we drew Robin Hood, and we don't talk about Bruno. We don't talk about Bruno, I didn't mention, but is another big part of this deck. A big new part of the deck, specifically. I think I'm just going to ink. I'm gonna ink. We don't talk about Bruno. I'm gonna play Buckey this turn and Robin Hood and pass. Next turn we can play some Diablo. We can play a Diablo and make them discard. Daisy Duck. Huh. Yeah, this is a very different build of Amber Ruby than what I've been playing. They play Flynn Rider, which thankfully our Beast matches their Mother Gothel. And they quest. Okay, let's start by playing a Diablo. Or actually, let's ink this Sudden Chill. Play a second Buckey. And then play Diablo. So make them discard 2 cards. They discarded a Sisu and a Maui. Okay. And we still don't have good quests, so I'm just gonna pass. They ink a Mulan and play Brawl to take out my Diablo. Okay. Then they quest for a bunch. We need a big Robin Hood or something. Not quite what I was looking for. I'm gonna ink this Diablo. I'm gonna play another Diablo just to shred their hand. Ooh, they have to be prepared. And another Sisu. And then I'm just gonna take the last card too. Mufasa. Okay. Yeah, I got rid of a lot of their threats. And I will pass. Sorry if you can hear that, that's my kitty. Okay, we need to find some way to stop them from their questing. Well, we can definitely quest with Diablo. And I think playing Ursula... And I want to save Let the Storm Rage On for next turn so I can play it off of Ursula. They kept a card in hand. I wonder what it was. I think holding... Since they've showed me Be Prepared, I'm just going to hold on to this Morph. And I might actually quest with Beast. If they want to take a turn off of questing with Mother Gothel... No, that's not a good trade, so I'm just going to pass. We're going to have to find a way to deal with this board. Preferably with a Robin Hood, or a Tinkerbell, something big. They ink a Pegasus and play a Chernobog. Okay. Well, we're definitely going to have to answer Flynn Rider with this Let the Storm Rage On. Yeah, so I will sing Let the Storm Rage on Flynn Rider and Mother Gothel. I will play Robin Hood. I'll shift him. Use that to banish Mother Gothel. And I'll quest with Diablo. And pass. This Chernobog's going to be a problem. They have a Super Goof, who challenges into my Ursula, along with Rapunzel. Okay. This Chernobog just going to quest up to 17, so I need to answer everything here. And I don't have an answer to this Chernobog. 2, 5, 8. I guess I can challenge everything at Chernobog. But then I can't answer the other ones. Well, let's start by playing Let the Storm Rage on Super Goof. Then I can challenge everything into Chernobog, lose my board. Everything but one of the Buckeys. Gain 2 lore and draw a card off of Robin Hood. Okay, Let the Storm Rage On is good. That means if I play Ursula, I can theoretically answer everything next turn. Assuming they don't draw something they can play. I just played some things at the end just to get more bodies on board. That Rapunzel is going to be really hard to beat. Because it means I can't let the Storm Rage on the first one. Yeah, they just have too much now. Bucky's not gonna do it. I guess I can sing this. Draw 2 cards, see what I get. Yep, none of these cards do it. So, they're gonna take this game. I'll see you for game 2. Game 2, playing against Amber Amethyst. Haven't seen that color combination much in set 4, but let's see what it is. Looking at this hand does not do much. Guess it has the Robin Hood, so the Robin Hoods will stay. I'll keep 1 Ursula and the Beast, but I'm going to send these 3 back. I'm going to ink Strength and play Diablo. Let's see what we're playing against. We're playing against a song deck, potentially? With Fairy Godmothers. Whenever this character quests, your characters gain Challenger +3. Merlin Goat, Pascal. So this is going to be an aggressive deck with some sort of song package. Okay. I'll pass. Playing Diablo over Robin Hood gives us the information as soon as possible and also gives us the ability to top deck Diablo next turn. They ink their Cinderella and play out the Pascal. We draw Buckey. So I'm actually gonna ink this Ursula. I'm gonna play Robin Hood. And quest with Diablo. They ink a Fairy Godmother, play Chernobog's Followers, giving Pascal Evasive, and quest for 1. So, this turn, I'm not getting much off of Robin Hood, except for 2 lore, but this turn I could play Buckey. Yeah, I'm gonna ink this Ursula and play Buckey. And quest with Diablo, but not Robin Hood. If they want to trade Chernobog's Followers for Diablo, that's fine. But I'd like to keep the Robin Hood for shifting next turn. They ink a Fairy Godmother, quest, and don't draw, because they have the Madam Mim. Well, if Madam Mim banishes my Diablo, that's still fine, because I can then shift Robin Hood to get the banish on Mim. So I'll ink this Buckey. I'll shift Robin Hood. They'll discard a card because I have Buckey. And I will challenge Madam Mim. Get my 2 lore. And pass. They ink a Cinderella. Play another Chernobog's Followers to give Pascal Evasive. And another Chernobog's Followers. Okay. My turn. Gonna ink the Strength of a Raging Fire and just play Beast. They have to discard the shift character. They discard their goat. And I'll quest for 2. They're gonna quest and probably draw some cards. Yep. You can draw cards off of both of their Chernobog's followers. They ink a Pascal. Play a Mufasa. And quest for one. I am going to ink this Buckey to play this Tinkerbell, which will answer the Pascal. Yeah, doesn't matter. They have to just get one of their 2 remaining cards, which was the Perdita. Okay. And I will quest with Robin Hood. They play a Chernobog, which we've already discussed is a hard card for me to beat. And they quest for 2 with Mufasa. And they play a Snake to bounce Mufasa. Okay. And they ink it. So we need a We Don't Talk About Bruno. And there it is. We Don't Talk About Bruno. On the Chernobog. It's a clean answer. I should have played this Prince John first and sang it, but I was so excited to have the We Don't Talk About Bruno. Quest with my big guys, and pass. They go for the trade with Robin Hood. Let's see what I draw. A baby Robin Hood. And they play another Chernobog's followers. That makes 4. Okay, I am just going to quest with Tinkerbell. I'm going to quest with everything. And play Strength with a Raging Fire. This should be the game. Yep, and they agree. Alright, I'll see you for Game 3. Game 3 with the Burb. Let's see if we can get a turn 2 Diablo, because that's, one of the best draws this deck can put together. Not seeing it this turn. Let's see. We will pitch. What do we want to pitch? Buckey isn't doing much in this hand. The rest of this is a pretty good curve. We don't need both Strength and Let the Storm Rage on, so I'll send Storm. I don't exactly know how I'm mulliganing with this deck. Forgive me. We definitely don't need 2 Sudden Chills. And I'll play Robin Hood. We're playing against Amber Sapphire, or Amber Amethyst again, so it's probably going to be another low to the ground deck with the Petting Zoo package, as you can see by the moat. Alright, here I'm going to ink I'm going to ink Strength of the Raging Fire. And I'm going to play Ursula, just to see what they've got. No songs. They didn't show us songs last time, but they've got these Cinderellas. Maybe it's just there for friends on the other side. I'll quest with my Robin Hood, since I don't have one to play next turn. They ink their Cinderella. Play Cusco. Quest, and are they going to draw? They probably should, because they've got this Ursula. Ooh, that changes my plans. Now I'm gonna ink the Buckey and play this Ursula. I was going to play Prince John and then sing Sudden Chill, but now I can do that next turn with double Sudden Chill. And I'll quest with both of my characters. I realize they could have a fox at this point, but that's fine, because that's not my game plan. They ink another Cinderella. Quest for one. Is this going to be a fox? Nope, just a snake. And then they play Cinderella. So here I want to play Prince John, sing Sudden Chill, draw 2 cards. And we'll ink this Tinkerbell, because we're a ways away from 6 ink. And they have a 3/3, so no questing for me. Well, I can quest, actually, because this 3/3 is 100% going to banish Ursula. So these two can quest for free. As expected, the snake banishes the Ursula. They have a fox, which is a little annoying. They didn't have the fox last turn, so I thought it was safe, but they must have drawn that for turn. We drew a morph, which we will just ink, and I will play Beast. And actually, this is a 1/2. I'm gonna sing Let the Storm Rage On. And banish the fox. Draw Robin Hood. Quest with Ursula, and pass. They ink a Mufasa and play Peter Pan's Shadow. I knew they had that. I forgot it had Rush, if I'm being honest. But that was a Prince John that I didn't need to lose. Here I'll ink this baby Robin Hood. And play a big Robin Hood. And quest with Ursula. They play a rabbit. Ink a fairy godmother. Do some questing. I think we're going to play a pair of 3-drops this turn. Yeah. So we will just quest with my non-Beats characters. Play Prince John, play Diablo. Pass. The Tinkerbell's going to be good at some point. I just think it's more important to get these other things down first. They have a Mufasa. And Peter Pan's Shadow. I guess this Diablo is not as good as I wanted it to be because they have Peter Pan's Shadow. But it'll draw a card and trade for the Shadow, so that's not terrible. So, let the Storm Rage On. I could let the Storm Rage on the Shadow, and then Diablo's free to run away with the game. I think that's what I want to do. Do I want to sing it? I think I sing it with Diablo. I can ink this 1-drop Diablo. I can play a Tinkerbell. Robin Hood can banish the rabbit. And I'm just going to quest with this Ursula. I realize it's a free banish from Mufasa, but this Ursula's not going to do much more than gain one lore the rest of the game. So might as well do it now. Draw a card off of Diablo. And actually, I've got plenty of lore here. They need to clear the board quite a bit. I probably should have quested with everyone. Got up to 19. That just wasn't on my radar. Make sure you're always checking how much you can quest for. Thankfully, I couldn't quest for 20, because then I'd feel real stupid. But I could have quested up to 19 and said, what now? Oh no, I guess I couldn't, because Tinkerbell was wet. Okay, never mind. They send Mufasa into my Robin Hood. Draw a card off that. They play Pascal. And another Pascal. But I still have 8 lore on board. They need to get rid of 2 more. And they concede. Alright, we're 2-1. I'll see you for Game 4. Game 4 with the Burb deck. Playing against good old Ruby Amethyst. Deck has definitely fallen off favor a little bit with set 4, but it's still very strong. We have the turn 1 Diablo, turn 2 Shift Diablo play. So that's going to be very good for us. I'm going to send back Robin Hood. Just Robin Hood. These 2 songs are probably going to be ink for me. Yeah, especially with another Let the Storm Rage on. We'll start by inking We Don't Talk About Bruno. Playing Diablo. Taking a look at their hand. Interesting. Mulans. They've got a Brawl, which is going to be a good answer to my Diablo. Berlin. Okay. And I'll pass. So we're probably only going to get 1 card off this Diablo, which isn't quite worth it. We might need to draw out the Brawl some other way. Since you have to discard a card to morph the Diablo, I don't like that exchange of just getting 1 card back when it effectively Diablo costs you 3. Let's ink this Tinkerbell. And I'm just gonna quest for this Diablo. Yep, we trade for Mulan, that's fine. They ink another Mulan and play a Flynn. So that means we have to play something with at least 2 power this turn. I will ink Strength of a Raging Fire. And play Ursula. Now hopefully this gets the Brawl out of their hand, and then we can play Diablo. This is a very interesting build of Ruby Amethyst. They're playing Flynn Rider Frenemy. They ink a goat. They do play the Brawl, as we expected. And they quest for 1. So now I can play a Diablo. God, I don't want to ink either of these. It's gotta be Buckey, though. They're so good at drawing cards. I think I just pass without inking. I just have to hope they didn't draw a second Brawl in these few turns. They did highlight my card, which makes me wary. They ink a Mulan. Play Pascal. And Fox. Picking up Pascal. Okay, that's not bad. We can ink this, we don't talk about Bruno. I can play Buckey. And I can sing Let the Storm Rage on Flynn. And pass. Draw my card off Diablo. They have Peter Pan's Shadow, though. Okay. Thankfully, by playing around the Brawl, we did only get 1 card off Diablo, but we did get a card off Diablo, whereas a lot of the other routes we could have taken would have given us nothing. Because we didn't shift, so we didn't discard. I'll ink this Ursula. If they had friends, they would have played friends. And I'll play Beast. They discard a rabbit. And I'll pass. They ink a bell. Play a Medusa to banish my beast. Okay. I mean, not okay, but is what it is. And now they get to quest for a bunch. This isn't looking great. I have 2 5-drops which are going to explode and deploy. And they've emptied their hand because this is a more aggressive build, which I wasn't expecting. So I think I'm going to ink this Sudden Chill. I'm going to try playing Beast again. And I'm going to pass. Yeah, they draw a goat. And they're going to quest for a whole bunch. We're in trouble here. Prince John and Ursula are not what we needed. We really needed to find a Tinkerbell this turn. So they can quest for 6 next turn. Okay, so this beast needs to... What we need to do is we need to let the Storm Rage on. Peter Pan's Shadow. which will make it so Madam M. Fox no longer has evasive. Now we draw the Tinkerbell, of course. Beast is gonna bash into Fox. I'm gonna ink Ursula. And I might as well play this Prince John. That way if we top deck the second we don't talk about Bruno, it does something. They play another goat. Banish my beast. And quest for 2. Gonna ink Sudden Chill. Gonna play Tinkerbell. Gonna do some questing to hopefully distract them. If they choose to banish either of my characters, that buys me a lot of time. Queen's Castle. This is just gonna be too much for me. Yep, I'm gonna concede at this point. They've got the win. Because I can answer both goats. They go up to 19. Or I could answer all 3 characters. They go up to 19, and then they go up to 21 on their ready set. On their set step. Yep. So I will come back for Game 5, and we'll see if we can get the winning record. Alright, Game 5 against Emerald Amber. I'm really curious about this Emerald Amber deck. I think it's going to be one that I'm going to want to try out, so look to see that in the upcoming weeks. What do we have here, though? We have a Diablo with no shift target. We have 2 Tinkerbells, Robin Hood with no shift target, Prince John, Ursula. I'm just going to send a lot of these back. Going to keep some of the early stuff and one of the Tinkerbells for ink. It's a lot of Diablos without a small Diablo to shift it on. Gonna start by inking Tinkerbell. And I'll play Robin Hood. This is going to be a song deck, so this Ursula might hit. There's a Sudden Chill. That Sudden Chill might have been them wanting to get rid of their only song so that I couldn't get it with Ursula. And so I might want to play this... No, I'm not gonna think that far ahead. Yeah, they had Under the Sea... Yeah, Under the Sea is gonna go away. Bare Necessities is fine. And I'll quest with Robin Hood, because they're gonna have big Kitas in their deck. And I don't have a big Robin Hood. They ink Ariel, play their Ursula, see my hand of all Diablos, and pass. I'm gonna hold on to this Morph, even though it gives them perfect information to play to ink and Robin Hood. Just this Morph might do something still. Play a Diablo. And... quest. They ink their Bare Necessities. Play an Ariel. Find nothing. Okay. in quest of Ursula. So they're hoping for Akita. I am just going to quest with Diablo. Play a Buckey. Inkamorph. And pass. I'll draw my card. What is my opponent gonna do with 3 ink? Do they have the Kita? No, they can ink it. Interesting. They think Prince John is more important. That is an interesting decision. I will Inkamorph, play a beast, get their last card, which was Chernobog, okay. I will trade 2 drops, and then I will quest with Ursula and quest with Diablo. Draw my card on their turn. They play another Cursed Merfolk. They quest with their first Cursed Merfolk. Ariel into Ursula, and Ursula into Ursula. This Tinkerbell is a great answer to this Cursed Merfolk. I will ink this Sudden Chill. I will play Tinkerbell. And I'll quest for 1. Draw a card on their turn. They play another Cursed Merfolk, okay. I will ink a Sudden Chill. Play Ursula. That way, if I draw a better song than Sudden Chill, she'll be ready. And quest with Tinkerbell and Diablo. Draw a card on their turn. Interesting. They think they can hold on to a card. I'll play Diablo, just to make them discard that card. What was it? I don't know that card. Crikey. When you play this character, your other character's name +3 this turn. I don't know how much it costs, and Pixelborn won't tell me. But I will quest with Diablo. Quest with Ursula. Quest with Tinkerbell. I will ink a Diablo and play a Robin Hood. Okay, we've got a full board. We keep drawing cards. I think we've got this in the bag. And we do. Alright, I'll go back to the deck and talk about my thoughts. Okay, so we went 3 and 2 with Emerald Steel, Buckey Diablo deck. It did a great job of drawing cards. It did a great job of... yeah, mostly drawing cards. It had a little trouble with big characters. Granted, I never saw And Then Along Came Zeus. And I never saw Strength of the Raging Fire. Or I saw it a couple times, but I only inked it. We Don't Talk About Bruno was really big. It helped answer a Chernobog, which don't know how I was going to answer without it. Yeah, so maybe it's not actually a flaw with the deck. Maybe it's just variance in what I saw. Because I saw a lot of Let the Storm Rage On, but not a lot of Strength, and not a lot, and no, And Then Along Came Zeus. So yeah, I think I would leave this as is and test going forward, but keeping in mind that you might need like a third week Don't Talk About Bruno, just as another way to answer some big threats. Well, if you enjoyed this and have any questions, please write them down in the comments below. If you like what I do, please give it a subscribe and a like. Lets me know that, I'm doing this for someone, not just for myself. I put out new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thanks for watching.